Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the echo of all the new beginnings you've ever tried. Feel the subtle weight of that enthusiasm that turned into silent frustration, of promises made in front of the mirror and broken in the quiet of your own room. Maybe you once believed the problem was a lack of willpower. Maybe you even blamed yourself for not being able to sustain something you started with so much heart. But what if I told you it's not weakness, it's frequency? Discipline doesn't come from rigidity. It's born from coherence. When the mind, heart, and body vibrate out of sync, everything falls apart. Science already knows this. Bruce Lipton showed that our thoughts, when repeated, are processed by the body as biochemical commands. And Joe Dispenza revealed that the brain, when reliving past emotions, conditions the body to react as if yesterday were eternal. Inconsistency is not a character flaw. It's a message, a silent attempt by your inner system to protect itself from the unknown. True discipline is not about forcing. It's about aligning. It's not about resistance. It's about vibrating in harmony with who you want to become. Let's look at discipline with new eyes, not as a moral obligation, but as a living, pulsing energy field that can be tuned. There is a nearly invisible pain that few can name, the pain of deeply desiring something and feeling your own body resist. You want to change, but feel tired. You long to grow, but a sadness pulls you back. The mind cries for transformation, but the body whispers, "Stay." This inner division is real, and it has roots. Silent emotional traumas shape memories not just in the mind, but at the cellular level. Bruce Lipton reminds us we are not victims of our genes, but of the beliefs we repeat without realizing. Your body has learned for survival to associate change with danger, even when the change is positive. The body often prefers the familiar that hurts over the unknown that heals, because in the biology of fear, familiarity equals safety, even if that familiarity is made of scarcity, procrastination, or self-abandonment. That's why we feel paralyzed in front of the new. That's why we repeat cycles, even while desperately wanting to break them. The frequency of discipline must feel safe, and that requires a new relationship with your own vibrational field. We live in a culture addicted to motivation, to impact, phrases, to starting with euphoria and collapsing by day 3. Motivation, when born from pain, guilt, or comparison, doesn't last. It excites, but it doesn't anchor. It lights up briefly, but doesn't truly warm. There is a deep difference between being driven by dopamine and being guided by coherence. Dopamine gives us the desire to start, but coherence provides the energy to continue. The brain's reward system can become our greatest saboteur if we depend on it to stay disciplined. The rush to evolve quickly, to manifest everything fast, creates an anxious field. It's the spirituality of urgency, the enlightenment of pressure. And this type of frequency pushes away what you want to attract. This is where coherent breathing comes in. Breathing with the heart, feeling the body, imagining calmly, visualizing with your skin, not just with your closed eyes, feeling yourself already being, not just wishing to become. That's where discipline begins to reprogram, when the body believes it is safe to move forward. How many times have you tried to change a habit by forcing the mind, but something inside simply didn't respond? The mistake isn't in the effort. It's in the vibrational foundation that sustains that effort. It's like trying to plant a flower in concrete. The intention is beautiful, but the soil was never prepared. Bruce Lipton teaches us that the subconscious controls 95% of what we do. It's the invisible autopilot. You can repeat affirmations all day long, but if your emotional field isn't in tune with what you say, the vibration won't hold. The body hears everything, and it responds to what's true, not what's merely spoken. Discipline isn't about doing more. It's about vibrating differently. It's aligning emotion, intention, and action. When those three meet, electromagnetic coherence is born, and then everything changes. You can start by observing. What are you still trying to maintain with your mind, but no longer vibrates in you? Which habits do you insist on following that no longer belong to your current frequency? This vibrational map is more valuable than any goal list. It's time to reprogram the concept of discipline, to remove from it the weight of pressure and return it to its sacred place, as an energetic ritual that anchors who you truly are. Discipline is not punishment, it's resonance. It's when you begin to do something not because you should, but because it reconnects you with your essence. It's the body saying yes to what it wants to become. Simple rituals, done with presence, have more power than grand promises without soul. A small gesture, a moment of silence, an act repeated, not out of obligation but out of resonance. That is vibrational discipline. Think of a musician practicing his art. He doesn't force the melody. He repeats it until it vibrates inside him. That's what discipline becomes when it turns spiritual. It ceases to be effort and transforms into expression. 3 minutes a day, one gesture, one intention, one state. The body learns through experience, not imposition. Braden speaks about the unified field, a space where everything already exists as possibility, where our coherent intention shapes reality, and true discipline is born from that connection. Our brain is not just a processor, it's a transmitter. And the heart, according to HeartMath Institute's Neuroscience, has an electromagnetic field far stronger than the brain. Disciplined manifestation begins in the heart. Authentic discipline vibrates at the frequency of someone who already is. It doesn't carry the anxiety of someone trying to reach. It radiates the serenity of someone already on the path. Visualization is not fantasy. It's embodying. It's experiencing the disciplined self as the present, not as a future goal on the horizon. And what if, just for today, you acted as someone who already lives in that frequency? The field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. There is a hidden cycle in self-sabotage. The more you pressure yourself, the more your emotional system shuts down. And the more it shuts down, the less energy you have to change. The root of discipline is not effort, it's acceptance. We can only sustain something when we stop punishing ourselves for not having succeeded before. Guilt blocks creative energy. Judgment stiffens the vibrational field. Compassion liberates. Bruce Lipton says that beliefs of unworthiness become cellular commands. The body literally starts operating from the belief that it's not worthy of maintaining the good. That's why writing to yourself can heal. Writing to that version of you who keeps starting over, who's tried so many times. Not to scold, but to thank, to acknowledge, to integrate. You are not broken, you are remembering. Discipline is not control, it's coherence. It's when intention, body, and emotion meet at the same point in the now. Bruce Lipton showed us that changing perception changes biology. Braden reminded us that the field responds to what you vibrate, not what you wish. And what you vibrate is born from what you believe yourself to be. Discipline is like an inner melody. It needs to be felt, practiced with presence. Until one day, effortlessly, it simply starts to play within you. Maybe you are closer than you think. Maybe the strength you've been seeking is already there, just waiting for a new vibrational rhythm to be revealed. And what if discipline was not a goal, but a way to love yourself? Every single day. May the consistency you seek begin with one gesture, one state, one vibration, and may it lead you back to who you already are.